Good afternoon. I'm Jennifer from the Somerset County Family Community Health Science Department, and I'm happy to be with you today in the kitchen making an easy twist on a classic Polish comfort food, stuffed cabbage. I grew up eating stuffed cabbage, from my grandmother making it homemade to aunts, and if you enjoy stuffed cabbage, you know that it's very time consuming to make and to roll up all the cabbage. So I had a coworker who was Polish, and she had said to me, "Oh, I don't roll them. I make an easy casserole." And she handwritten the recipe down for me, and I have been using this for years and years, and our family loves it. I actually serve it sometimes on Christmas Day. So I wanted to share it with you and show you how super simple this could be. I have my oven preheating at 350 degrees, and I have a 9x13 casserole. What I'm going to do is I have a stick of butter, and I'm just going to loosely place the pats on the bottom of the pan, just kind of sporadically where they go. No formula here. So I'm going to use probably about a half a stick, maybe 3/4 of a stick. Hi Susan, thanks for watching. And I'll show you how that looks. And I've already pre-cooked my rice. I'm using white rice, 2 cups I've pre-cooked. If you want to make this a healthier version, you certainly could use brown rice. I just stuck to the normal recipe. I'm just kind of showing this to you as an easy hack. And I'm using ground beef. If you want to make that a little bit more healthy, you can certainly use ground turkey. Okay, so see how I just kind of spread out my butter on the bottom of the pan, like this. Just spread it. I'm going to set this to the side. Okay, so my rice is cooked, and I've already taken half of a large onion and about 1.5 pounds of ground beef, and I've already sauteed it, just to save time for our live. Okay, now I have a head of cabbage here that I've already rinsed, and we want to try to use the pieces that are white. They're going to be a little bit more tender. Okay. All right, look at that. Oh, this looks so good, and cabbage is so good for us. All right, so what we're going to do is just pull it into long pieces, kind of like long pieces like this. And then we're going to layer our casserole dish. If we need to slice it up, I'm going to bring the casserole dish back. I'm not on my island today. I'm over here in the corner so you can see the stove. All right. So I'm just going to grab my big pieces, about this big, and just layer them on the bottom of my pan. So yeah, I mean, you don't even need a fancy knife. You can just kind of just shred the cabbage, and you want to overlap them so that every part is covered. Now see how this is like a hard piece? I'm going to rip that off and not use that. I want to stick to the nice leaves. Okay, and if you like more cabbage, you know, be very generous with it. Just kind of want to get every nook and cranny covered. Here we go. So I picked a small cabbage. You can use probably half of the head of a large or a small. If you have a large family, you can double the recipe and grab 2 casseroles. Okay, so that looks good. Just kind of layered the casserole. Okay, so see, I just kind of set my casserole with my cabbage. Now I'm going to add my cooked rice to my beef and onion mixture, and just kind of blend that all together till all the rice is blended in. And I'm going to give it just a little dash of pepper. Okay. This is going to be like the perfect dinner on this cold night, right? Well, I don't know where you're watching from. Here in New Jersey, we're supposed to get a bit of a snowstorm tomorrow. Hi, Elizabeth. Okay, so the rice is mixed in with the beef and onion mixture. And then we're going to just scoop that on top of the cabbage. I'll bring this a little closer. So you're gonna just plop that on top. And if you happen to have extra filling, right, that's delicious just to heat up on its own. Or you could put that aside and tomorrow make stuffed peppers. So I love sometimes having extra filling. I might even treat my dog and give her a scoop. Okay. Oh, this is smelling delicious. Okay, so you just kind of cover all the cabbage with your mixture. There we go. Okay, so there we go. Step 2 complete. I'm just going to put this to the side, and now we're going to mix our tomato soup. Okay, so I have just a bowl and a whisk, and I have 2 cans of tomato soup. So we are going to mix it with the water. So I'm just going to get the concentrate out and add water. Now again, you can just use your judgment. My friend had told me 1 to 2 cans of tomato soup. I like to use 2 cans. So that's just my personal preference. I'm just going to whisk that all together so that there's no lumps. Okay, I like the flavor of the tomato. Maybe I'm just going to do about 1/2 a can in here of water. Okay, just get all the lumps out. Okay, nice. And now we're just going to pour the tomato soup on top of the casserole mixture. Just pour that all over, cover every inch. Okay, awesome. I'm just going to get the spatula and just kind of smooth that over. Just make sure every inch of that delicious tomato soup is covering the meat mixture. Okay, and our last thing that we're going to add is a little bit of Parmesan. So I have some Parmesan cheese. I'm just going to sprinkle that on top. Now when this cooks, oh, it'll start to bubble. The top will start to get brown. I didn't cook a second one to show you the finished product. So I will post a picture later once it's all finished so you can see what the finished product looks like. But my husband is very excited to be having this for dinner tonight. If you have fresh rye bread or you have mashed potatoes, that even makes it even more comforting. So what we're going to do is cover the casserole with foil. Okay, and I have my oven at 350. We're going to put this in for 90 minutes, for an hour and a half, and then just take it out. You can take the tin foil off and just kind of let it cool, and you have dinner ready to go. So I hope you try this recipe. If you do, share with us how you enjoy it. Stay warm tonight. Stay safe with the snowstorm tomorrow, and we'll see you back here on every Tuesday at noon. Next week, I think Daryl is making holiday squares. That will be delicious. And I'll be back here this Friday making some holiday fun snacks for the kids. Have a great day.